Hey guys, Skill Legend here, and I actually want to talk a little bit about this episode that we just watched. If you haven't seen it, then go ahead and go watch it, and then come back and watch this video because it's going to contain some spoilers. But anyways, first of all, I really liked this episode, and I actually got a lot of theories from this episode. But first things first, I kind of want to talk about a little bit something that I was disappointed about, and it has to go to the scene where Serena and Marin are talking, and they're, you know, about to decide whether they're going to the lab or not to save Chespy. And the part that really disappointed me about this is the fact that the Serena has. I know that I've given her so much crap about this before, and I wish that they would realize that there's a difference between this situation and that other situation. But the one thing that I've always said that I didn't like her about Serena, and I mentioned this in a different video, is that the fact that she just worries way too much. But this was the perfect chance for her to show her emotions about this whole situation. Because I feel like, yeah, she doesn't really know what's happened to Ash, yeah, but the writers didn't really do a very good job with this scene. First of all, Marin tells Sycamore what happens to Ash and Alon. Like, she was there. She may not have seen it, but she could have heard it because she was right there. Second of all, she tells Serena, and Serena now suddenly has confidence that Ash can do this on his own and that she need not worry. That doesn't sit right with me. Not because I'm a Moore shipper, but just because that's bad storytelling. I mean, why would she worry about him when he's in a league final? Why worry about him when he lost to Wolfric, or when he lost to Viola, or when he's just battling random trainers? Like, she had those moments where Clement and Bonnie are like, "What are you so worried about?" And it just makes me go, "What?" Like, he's never been in moral danger there, and then all of a sudden he's in moral danger now, and well, I mean she doesn't know that, but it's a moral dangerous situation that they're all in, and she goes, "Don't worry, Marin. Ash and Alon will be fine." Even though she also knows that Lysander is on top of the Prism Tower, and that's where Ash was heading next, because Marin just told them. And to top things off, when Ash and Alon left, what did they tell Serena and the group that they were doing? They said they were going after Marin. And Marin shows up with Professor Sycamore, but Ash and Alon are not there. Wouldn't that be kind of a red flag that they would be like, oh yeah, Marin just was like, oh yeah, they went up to the Prism Tower. To me, that just, I don't know. It's bad writing in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but it just doesn't really add up. Like, the one moment where Serena, you would think Serena would worry the most, she just is like, oh, you know what? Ash will be okay. You know, Ash will be alright. But, anyways, but some of the theories that I actually got from this episode are quite interesting. And it was after I watched it again with some friends, or watching some friends react to the episode. And And, some people are like, oh, well, maybe Bonnie has a synchro, kind of bond with Zygarde. And I'm not going to say anything, crazy like that. It would be cool if that happens, because that probably means, the whole gang will go to Alola, not just, Serena, if she's bonded with Zygarde. But, no, the thing that really caught me by surprise was, okay, so he shocked Ash and Greninja with his machine, and then his machine attached to his body, and he had the cool goggles and the little robots, and everybody's like, whoa, like, what's this machine all about? Like, what is that? And Ash and Greninja broke free from it. And a lot of people were like, oh, well, it was probably to make Ash Greninja evil, just like, the Zygardes. But, I don't think that was the intention of that machine. What I'm actually thinking is that because once Ash broke free with Ash Greninja, the bond, and all of his Pokemon were safe, and he's up there against, Mega Charizard and, Ash Greninja and all of Ash's Pokemon, and Lysandre only has two Pokemon, and he didn't seem very concerned. I know that he just, got control of Zygarde, but still, Zygarde's kind of far away, it's not 100% form yet, and, these people have him cornered. And I was thinking, well, what if that was the whole intention was to steal synchro energy from Ash Greninja so that uh, he could um, he could synchro evolve with his shiny Mega Gyarados. I know that sounds like a mouthful and it sounds crazy, but he doesn't seem too worried, and it makes me wonder why. And he looks pretty confident about his abilities. So what if that machine was to help him steal enough synchro energy from Ash Greninja so that he could synchro evolve with his, or whatever you want to call it, synchro power up, synchro evolve with his shiny Mega Gyarados. Now that could present a problem for all of Ash's Pokemon and Alon's Mega Charizard. Uh, I thought that was kind of interesting. Also, I wanted to mention that so the prophecy stated that Sycamore, Team Rocket, and the X and Y gang were going to be a big part of saving Kalos, and it seems to be all coming together. And I think that the last episode for the arc is going to be episode 43, and we're going to be on 41, which is Clement's episode, as most people know. But I think it's all coming together in the sense that they're gonna go save Chespy, and that's Team Rocket, Sycamore, Serena, and Marin. And I honestly just think that Clement's gonna somehow beat him and shut down the machine, and the Zygardes are gonna go back to normal, but they're probably gonna need some distractions, so that the Zygardes don't destroy everything, and that's why there's going to be, all these other people involved that we've seen from previous seasons, and from the Mega Evolution specials trying to help slow down Zygarde 100% form, because we all know that's probably coming. And I feel like Bonnie's going to, try to sweet talk it and make it remember, and it's going to have those moments where, it remembers and then doesn't hurt Bonnie but shoots something else or hurts other people or something. That's kind of the typical thing that usually happens in these kind of stories. But I also believe that we still might have a moment where either, you know, Serena saves Ash or something like that. And I know that people are so sick of hearing that, but I still think it's a possibility because uh, I don't have the pictures, but there is that picture of where they're like this, like where it's a helicopter, and people keep saying, well, yeah, there's more than one helicopter, but I'm just saying, like, it just seems like it's gonna all come together with Team Rocket being on one helicopter. I just feel like Serena holding out her hand, it just doesn't seem like it would be for anybody but to save Ash or to save that group up there. Um, I feel like something's gonna go down. Maybe Zygarde's gonna go out of control until Clement, you know, brings them back to normal. Uh, with the reprogramming the machine, and I just feel like Serena's going to have a big chance to save Ash and save Alon and everything comes together, as I said before, with, because, like, it just seems too good. Like, Team Rocket's there, Serena's there, uh, Professor Sycamore's there, and then they're just, Clement's doing his thing, Bonnie is going to be involved somehow. But I just feel like it's their perfect moment to show, because, I mean, there is another picture and I couldn't find it, and I tried so hard before recording this, so I'm sorry. You guys are gonna have to find that yourself. It was all over Twitter, and it was all over the internet for a couple of days because everyone seems so excited that in the coming episodes that, Ash is in a helicopter, Alon's in a helicopter, and for it's not the unconscious picture of Ash in a helicopter, or that, gloomy looking Alan sitting in a helicopter. They look like they're about to, take the battle to Zygarde, or there's something epic going on. And I just feel like that's going to be huge. Like, and that could be the moment that Serena saves them from the top of the Prism Tower, and then, they go and try to distract Zygarde, and, you know, we go from there. I don't know. It just seems like full circle that all these people are coming together, and then Ash and Alon are still at the top of the tower where it's the most dangerous, probably. So especially with Lysandre, especially if that's a Synchro-Evolution that he's got in control, and then he's also got 100% that they have to take care of eventually, because I'm sure that that's coming. But anyways, that's just what I think. But also, I wanted to mention that I think the 1 hour special is going to be the end of the Team Flare arc, because we're going to episode what is it? Next week is episode 41, and then that's next week, and then the week after that is 42 and 43. And 43's episode features Ash Greninja, and I learned that thanks to Luke, so thank you, Luke. And so I feel like that's going to be like the whole end of that arc, and I'm also guessing that that's when we're going to get our huge, huge news that we've all been waiting for with the Sun and Moon anime. Just because it makes so much sense that it would be released that day, because the arc is going to be ending, and it's the climax of the show. The last 6 episodes, I don't think of anything that they could do that would be more epic or that would need the attention. Um, you know, and usually what happens is Ash, says goodbye to his friends, goes back to Kanto, and gets a little Power of the Town arc, which I could see Serena being involved with. And so it just seems like a perfect time, because I just can't see what they would do with the last 6 episodes that would, be like, okay, well, we can rush this in or that in, unless, there's a little bit more to the Team Flare arc, which, it's already going on, what, 3 episodes, and then it's going to be 5 with the 1 hour special. So I don't know. It's just my opinion. I think that they have done really well, and that with that arc being over, whenever it is officially over, that's when they're gonna drop the anime news. That's when they're gonna tell us, Serena's going to Alola, or Serena is unfortunately not going to Alola, or whatever they're planning. But anyways, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that this is plausible? Do you think that Lysander's going to Synchro evolve with his Gyarados? Do you think that Serena still has a chance of saving Ash, since we both know that there's a scene with them in helicopters? Do you think that the prophecy will come full circle with everybody involved, since, we have Team Rocket, Serena, Sycamore, and then everybody's just involved in certain ways? Or do you think that there's 2 separate helicopters and that I'm just kind of full of crap? Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. Bye.